Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner, welcome to System Shock 2. This is of course the sequel to the first System Shock game that we very recently finished, like a couple of days ago. And I quite enjoyed System Shock. It was a really cool game, although the mechanics were a bit dated. This one apparently is a lot better. It received many awards, and like the first game, I haven't played it. Never played these games before, so let's see what this one is all about. Why do so many people like this one? Should we play the intro first? Let's play the intro.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Marie Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Okay, that was a very nice ship, and apparently something went wrong. Let's find out what went wrong. Let's go with normal difficulty. I'm not really sure what's the difference between the difficulties, but this is the first time I'm playing this, so let's go with normal.
Look at you, hacker.
Oh. Apparently that plays when we start the game as well. Okay, so here we are.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Oh, there's actual people this time around, although this is 4 years earlier. Okay, so a couple of things I know. I know that Shodan is back somehow. I guess we're going to find out how and why. Since she's back, I don't really like the name of the, was it the captain on the smaller ship? Something Diego?
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
There was a Diego in the first game, and he's the one that caused all the trouble. Oh, come on. Seriously? Even in the future, there's trash everywhere. Oh, more people. So who are we exactly? In the first game we were a hacker. The cutscene said that the hacker created Shodan. I do not recall that. From what I remember, Diego hired the hacker to make some modifications.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Thank you, Mr. Robot.
To pick up some basic skills you'll need to get by in the service, enter this Cyberlink booth. Inside, you'll learn the basic skills you'll need to get started.
This reminds me of the cyberspace in the first game.
Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look? That means you're in shoot mode. Hit the tab key. This puts you in use mode, where you can use your mouse to interact with items in the world. Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to continue, press the tab key to go back to shoot mode.
Okay, so
try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station.
Okay, strength. Determines your inventory... Oh, there are stats. Ah. Determines your inventory capacity and the amount of damage you inflict in hand-to-hand combat. All armor and some weapons have a minimum strength requirement. So, this doesn't feel very important. If we get to put points in it, I think we'll just... Well, if we get to put points in it. We'll see. But I think I'll just raise it to the bare minimum to use stuff. Endurance determines your maximum hit points and your resistance to radiation and toxins. We could use a few points there. Psionics. Psionic ability determines your skill in using psionic disciplines. The duration, range, and damage inflicted by psionic disciplines can be dependent on psi, which is this. Agility. Agility determines your movement speed and reduces falling damage and weapon kickback. It doesn't feel that important. Cybernetic affinity improves your chances of successfully using the hack, repair, and modify skills, and also lessens the number of dangerous nodes. Oh, this feels cool. What's this? Tech? Oh, more skills. The hacking skills determine your chances of hacking various computer systems. The repair skill determines your chances of repairing broken weapons or computer systems. So, cyber, chances of using the hack, repair, and modify skills. Hack, repair, and modify. The modify skills determine your chances of modifying a weapon to an improved state. Oh, cool. The maintenance skill determines the amount of improvement you can make to the condition of a weapon. You must have a maintenance tool to use this skill. The research skill determines the efficiency of your research. Okay, I can research. Researching alien organs can yield useful information, and some items cannot be used without first being researched. And we have some slots here. Hack softs provide a bonus to your hack skill. They do not help for meeting minimum skill requirements. So some boosters. And this, find an OS upgrade station to get new upgrades. Then we have combat. Standards. What a generic name. This skill increases the amount of damage you inflict with standard weapons. Some standard weapons have a minimum skill requirement. Well, I guess it works for standard weapons. Energy. This skill increases the amount of damage you inflict with energy weapons. Some energy weapons have a minimum skill requirement. The heavy for heavy weapons. Exotic. What is this? Dungeons and Dragons? Do we need an exotic weapon feat to use some weapons? We do. And what is this? Psi. These buttons select which tier of psionic disciplines you wish to purchase. Tier 1. Neural capacity. This is required for first tier psionic disciplines. It increases your maximum psi points by 2. All first tier disciplines cost 1 psi point per use. We have kinetic redirection, pulls an object toward you. Interesting. Projected cryokinesis. Launches a heat draining projectile at a target. Higher psi increases damage. Can I go full psionics instead of weapons? That sounds cool. Okay, so follow the red path, right?
To pick up items, center them on your screen and right-click. This will automatically place that item into your inventory. To view your inventory, press the Tab key. You can move items around your inventory by left-clicking and dragging them around. Drop an item, drag it from your inventory into the 3D view, and release the mouse button.
Oh, like this. Cool, I no longer have to go into item mode to click some items. Right click. Well, do I use the item? Is that what? I'm right clicking. Am I using... Oh, I dropped it here. Okay, so the item respawns. Okay, so right clicking uses the item.
To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable items will have brackets around them. Highlight the button on the pillar and right-click. This will activate the lift. Try it out. If you can still see your inventory display, it means you're in use mode. Hit Tab to return to shoot mode.
Oh, we can't drive that. Okay, this is a fantastic improvement. We can actually right-click. Well, the mouse usage is a lot better this time around. Remember, we played the enhanced edition of the first game, so mouse look was a later addition. We had to, if you haven't watched that my playthrough of that, first go watch it. Second, we had to pick up items. We had to go into item mode and then double-click the item to go in here. And we also had to use buttons the same way. Go to item mode and select the button.
The object before you is a med hypo. Pick it up and then press Tab to go into use mode. Right-clicking on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points. Your hit points are displayed by a bar in the lower left corner of your screen.
Oh, it's a heal over time.
Many objects in your inventory can be used by right-clicking on them. See
Yes.
the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and right-click.
Yes, I figured out the right-click already.
Simply move the pointer to the crate and right-click. To take an item from that container, simply left-click on it. This will automatically place that item in your inventory. To close the container window and return to shoot mode, press the Tab key.
Oh, it automatically opens my inventory. Cool. We got a Fernium FM. Is there a way to increase the HUD? Probably not. Kinda sucks. Maybe there's a mod for that. Guess I'll look into it before the next episode.
One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information. Click on the disk icon near the bottom of your screen to bring up the PDA display. Currently, the contents of your PDA are empty. Now pick up the audio log in front of you.
Press the U key to play the log you just picked up.
This message is coming from the audio log you just picked up. You can use your PDA at any time to play any audio log or email you've received. In the field, the PDA is also used for keeping track of your current mission objectives and obtaining help information.
So this is what? Keycards. And this is the PDA. Okay. Notes and help and email. Keep pressing escape to exit the menu.
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling. To jump, simply press the space. To climb a ladder, simply walk into it and look upward. You'll automatically start climbing the ladder.
Hold on. What did you say before?
To climb a ladder, simply walk into it and look upward.
No, this one.
Now it's time to learn about jumping and mantling. To jump, simply press the space bar. Some surfaces can be mantled onto by holding down the space bar. Mantling lets you pull yourself up to ledges and other high places in front of you. Give it a try.
Ah. Like this. I see. Good thing I replayed that. That was important information.
To climb a ladder, simply walk into it and look upward. You'll automatically start climbing the ladder.
I guess we're done.
You've done well. Remember, if you're unclear on any aspect of what you've just learned, you can repeat the training as often as you wish. If you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize you with the 3 key areas of military service: weapons training, technical training, and psionics training. Approach the Cyberlink booth of your choice to train in that area.
Alright, wannabe. If you want to learn the weapon skills it takes to even think about joining the Marines, come on in. Good to have you on board. You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth, the UNN has kindly provided you with a virtual cyber interface and all the simulated skill levels you'll need for the training tasks. But don't get too cocky. They'll disappear once you leave the booth. Now we'll teach you how to handle a firearm. Pick up the pistol and the clip from the table. You can equip the weapon in one of 2 ways. Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's too slow for you, you can use the hotkeys on the keyboard. Press 2. If the pistol was in your inventory, it will equip for you automatically. To lock and load the ammo clip, hit the R key or hit the reload button on the lower right corner of your screen. Once you've loaded the firearm, take a shot at the dummy robot by pressing your left mouse button when in shoot mode. Notice how its health bar gets shorter as you chip away at it.
Okay.
Some items need to be charged with energy before they can be used. Pick up the laser pistol. Now use the recharging station nearby. The recharge station will juice up all of your energy-based items. Weapons, batteries, you name it.
Okay, everything is recharged. What's the... It's 5. Cool.
Weapons are not fine wines. They do not get better with age. The colored dot on the lower right corner of the screen tells you what kind of shape your firearm is in. Green is good, red is bad. To fight the effects of wear and tear, a soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance tool to improve the condition of his weapon. Just pick up the tool, open your inventory, and drag the tool onto your pistol. Remember that maintenance tools are only good for a single use.
I see the little, there's a little yellow circle with the number 5 next to our ammo counts down there. The laser gun is green, this one is yellow. I see, so weapons degrades. That's not fun, although in the previous game we had so many weapons, so many pistols that we didn't pick up. I guess it could work. Drag to the pistol. Okay, it's a perfect 10.
Good work. Now you're ready for the Marines.
This is it?
Take a look at the other training areas first before you enlist. They might just come in handy. Inside, we'll teach you the basics of...
Okay,
Welcome.
technical.
You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth, we'll provide you with a temporary cyber interface and the skills you need to accomplish the training tasks. But they'll only last so long as you're in the booth. The object in front of you is a container of nanites. Nanites are consumed whenever you perform technical tasks, such as hacking or repairing. When you pick up the container of nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen. Walk over to the keypad by the door and try out hacking.
Okay, so where do I see my nanites?
Use the keypad by right-clicking on it. To the right of the number pad, you'll see an orange tab labeled Hack. Left-click on the tab. Text will appear indicating the difficulty of the hack and any bonuses that apply. Click on the Start button to begin hacking. You'll see a grid of nodes. Clicking on a node will either turn it bright or dark. To successfully hack, you must connect 3 bright nodes in a straight line. Beware the ice nodes with the red outlines. If one of these turns dark, you fail the hack, and you might break the item you're working on or worse. You can restart your hack attempt at any time by hitting the reset button, though you'll have to pay the nanite cost again.
Okay, so we need... Oh no, these are the nanites. Okay. So we need 3 bright nodes in a row. Okay, that one was easy. More
You
nanites.
can use nanites to buy items from replicators. To use a replicator, right-click on it.
Hi there.
Then left-click on the
Please
item you
make
wish
your
to purchase.
selection.
The item you purchased will drop into the slot below. Make sure you pick up
Thank
your
you for
purchases
choosing
before you
Value
leave.
Rep.
That was it?
You can use nanites to buy items from replicators. To use a replicator, right-click on it. Then left-click on the item you wish to purchase. The item you purchased will drop into the slot below. Make sure you pick up your purchases before you leave.
That was it.
You learn the basics of the technical skills. There are several other technical skills you'll learn throughout the course of your career, such as repairing items and modifying weapons. The cyber interfaces for these tasks are similar to the hacking interface. Before you enlist in the Navy, try out the other training courses. They'll be useful.
Oh, the Navy.
Inside, you will learn how to reach out with your mind. Do not let fear block your path. We've provided you with a virtual interface and the temporary ability to project simulated psionic powers. Once you leave this area, these powers will be lost to you. The red bar at the lower left of your screen tells you how many psi points you have. Psi points symbolize the current ability to use your psi powers. Psi hypos replenish your psi points. Try using a psi hypo and watch your psi points increase. When you've reached your maximum in psi points, move to the next station. This psi amp amplifies your psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the psi amp activates your currently selected psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available psi disciplines. Later, clicking on the...
Hold on, what was the key again? Didn't seem to work. Crouch, reload, inventory. Oh, that
arrows
thing.
above the number to the left will allow you to select psi disciplines from higher...
Hold on.
This psi amp amplifies your psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the psi amp activates your currently selected psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available psi disciplines. Later, clicking on the arrows above the number to the left will allow you to select psi disciplines from higher tiers. Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot and kinetic redirection to pull that nanite container towards you. Be careful. Holding down the mouse button can augment the power, but holding it down for too long will cause burnout, which will damage you. If you run out of psi points, use another psi hypo.
Okay, so burnout. Wait, what damages me? Ah, it only turns red, okay. So I don't have to fear the little yellow bar there. So now we use psi pull. Oh, this is slow. I thought it would be a lot faster. Are we done here? I guess we're done.
Mastery of the mind is a slow but rewarding process. Return to this area if you need more guidance. Before you enlist in the OSA, it would be useful to experiment in the other training courses.
Okay. We've done all the training, I think. I don't think there's any more. So I am, I don't know, I guess we get to pick our specializations. I'm not sure if we need to assign points to them, or if I just choose to be a Marine, I'll have to use weapons for the rest of the game. Or if I can just mix and match, perhaps. I don't know, I was leaning towards using psi skills, but it's a bit weird to use by selecting the thing on the bottom right corner and going into use mode over and over. I guess there's probably shortcuts for that. I think the F keys did it. I'll have to look in on that. Okay, anyways, that's it for this episode of System Shock 2. I hope you have enjoyed it. And as usual, don't miss the next episode, because I won't. I will see you all next time.